Welcome back to Adri's Farmhouse Kitchen. Merry Christmas, friends. Today we are baking poppy, walnut and chocolate roll. So it's not gonna be together, it's all gonna be separate rolls in 3 different flavors. So if you're interested, you are welcome. In the meantime, I am probably gonna get on with some kitchen projects. So I've just finished making the breadcrumbs. I've just put it in this lovely jar. I think it just looks fancier for Christmas. So we're going to use that up in our Christmas cooking. I'm just gathering the ingredients for today's baking marathon. And I've got the sourdough starter going. I've just measured out the poppy seed and I ground it in a coffee grinder. They're roughly about 200 grams. I've got walnut and chocolate. And I have got all the other ingredients here in front of me. So let's get going, friends. Okay, I have got all the ingredients here in front of me now for the 3 different rolls. So I'm going to work with 1 kilogram of plain flour. To this 1 kilogram of sifted plain flour, I'm going to add a teaspoon of pink Himalayan salt and about 120 grams of icing sugar that can now go in with the flour, just like that. And I'm going to just give this a good mix. I'm going to work with my KitchenAid today to make my life easier to put the dough together, but by any means you don't have to use the mixer. You can use your hands. It will come together in no time. So the flour, icing sugar and salt now nicely combined. What I have got front of me here, I've got 250 ml of lukewarm, room temperature even milk. I'm working with goat's milk, but you can use any milk you have. I'm going to add 2 egg yolk. I'm using farm fresh egg yolk. And about 2 decagram or 220 grams, not 220 grams of fresh yeast I'm working with today. And just give it a good mix and just leave it to it. Leave it to it just like that. I've already measured out the cocoa powder, the walnut and the poppy seed. They're all now ready to be used. Perfect. Let's go to where the KitchenAid is and let's get started on this dough, friends. To this now we can add the butter and the lard. I am using about 400 grams, so 200 grams each, just about 200 grams of butter and about 200 grams of the lard. That can now go in with the flour. And I'm adding the same amount of the lard, just like this. Our flour, icing sugar and salt mixture nicely combined with the butter and the lard. And at this stage I am ready to add the milk, yeast and the 2 egg yolk. Make sure we add all that yeast from the bottom of this jug. And while this is working, I'm gonna do the washing up. We are aiming for a nice dough. our dough it's ready. So at this point I'm going to take this out. Look how nice and clean this is. And I'm just gonna do an additional kneading on the dough. And we are aiming to make about 4 rolls. Shoot, did you see that mess I've just made with the cocoa powder? Oh dear, I'll tidy it up in a minute. Right, so what now I do, I'm gonna half it and half it. And we're going to put this in a little bag and rest it in the fridge for an hour. So while I've got a little bit of time, we're gonna pop out to feed the kittens, lock the chickens up because it's now 3:15 and it's getting dark. And then we're gonna make or get the fillings ready, friends, for these rolls, ready to roll out. Okay, maybe we add maybe a little bit from here to this one. Try to get it nice and even actually. Yeah, something like this. Perfect. And that can go to the fridge. Hello, my sweetie Pisces. Hello, it's dinner time. Oh, what happened to your house? Been playing too hard? Is anybody there? Tiddles. Are you watching them? Dinner time. I'm coming. Hi, Tiddles. Anybody in this house? Oh dear, nobody here. Right. Okay, Bicky. Bicky for Mama. And for you. Come on, Twinkle Star. Come on, my little Twinkle Star. My beautiful barn catties. Little kittens. And then Meaty, little Meaty, and Tuna. Oh, you lucky girly whirlies and boysy boysies. Ready? Come on. And some tuna. Mix it nicely together. Oh, is that nice? Oh, Mama's coming now, Mama. Come on, sleepy eyes. They just woke up. Come on, my sleepy eyes. These little kittens are 6 weeks old. Very friendly. Hello, my sweetie Pisces. All 5 is there. All 5 is there. I know. Ready for dinner time? Yeah? Okay, dinner's coming. Hi, Missy. Hi, Missy. Yes, as Mama says, dinner time is coming. That's what Mama's saying. Hello, my sweet. She's such a friendly Mama. Yeah. Who wants dinners? Who wants dinners? Everybody wants dinners? Yes? Hello, my twinkle star. Come on. Meaty? Everybody get some meaty. And tuna. Yes. It's playing with the camera. So funny. Come on, Nan. That's a big stretch. Okay. Okay, I have about 800 ml water simmering in this pot. In here I've got cloves, about 10 cloves for extra flavor. So I'm just going to leave that there, just like that. And to this I'm going to add 800 grams of caster sugar. I'm using organic cane sugar actually, but you can use whatever you have on hand. In the meantime, let's have the fillings ready. So what I have done in these little pots, I have got the poppy seed grinded with some vanilla sugar, cinnamon, with a little bit of lemon zest and a little bit of orange zest. So that can now go to this glass bowl, and then we're gonna give it a good mix. And as soon our sugar water dissolves and cools down a touch, we're going to equally incorporate the sugar water to these fillings, so we'll give a nice and moist texture to our roll, so it won't be dry. So that's that. The next one, it's gonna be the walnut. So I have got exactly the same scenario. I've got walnut in here, vanilla sugar, bit of lemon zest, bit of orange zest and bit of cinnamon. And we've got the cocoa powder with cinnamon, bit of lemon zest and the vanilla sugar. Okay, this one is now nicely dissolved, so I remove it. I'm just thinking I won't have time now to make this sourdough bread today because it's 4 o'clock and we're gonna go to the airport in a couple of hours. Get my cousins. So, yeah. Nearly an hour gone, so I'm gonna take the dough out of the fridge and we can roll each dough out and fill it with each of these lovely fillings, friends. But before we do that, we gotta put the sugar water equally on it. I'm not gonna put it on a cocoa powder, we're gonna do that with oil. There you go. I am now gonna remove the clove and I'm going to start with 3 ladlefuls of this water. We don't want it to stay too dry, but we also don't want it to be too wet. So we're kind of aiming to make like a ball and to stick together kind of texture. And then we're going to wait until this cools down. While this is cooling down, we're going to roll out the dough. The fact about these rolls, you know, that it's supposed to be the same weight. The filling should weigh the same amount than the dough. So let's say if my dough weighs half a kilogram, the filling should weigh half a kilogram. So that would be an ideal scenario, but you know, it's really up to your family what they like. My family likes it with lots of filling. So, okay, I think this is good. let's do the poppy seed one. So we're gonna add 4, because we have a little bit more. No, start with 3 actually. And just take our time. This will probably need more, because it's very dry and totally different texture compared to the walnut scenario. Yeah. Yeah, this needs 1 more. We're gonna end up with some sugar water. But yeah, I think this is about right. I'm not going to add the sugar water to the cocoa powder and cinnamon. We're gonna add some extra sugar on the dough and some oil. But this is now done. Let's wait and find out if you've got the same amount. So let's say, well, let's see how it goes. So I've got this dough is 488 grams. Let's measure out the walnut. So I measured out 488. So that should be right. So this is this. Next one, there, zero it out. 524. Okay, let's do the poppy seed. Was it 522? I've already forgot. 10, 0 it down. 525 now. Okay. Let's aim to 525 then, friends. 5268, that'll do. Next, our cocoa powder. We're not sure about that one, but because obviously we can add the sugar actually now. Let's try. So our dough is 497. My cousin's calling, they're on the airport. Okay, so 480 and the cocoa chocolate roll 470 at the moment. I've added some sugar and let's add 485. This is like a science fiction, friends. I've never done this before. Okay, let's make it. It needs more oil. Shall we add some of this water? Try it. I'm gonna add 1, 2. So yeah, my cousin just rang, they're on the airport now. The flight is on time, what's brilliant. So literally, we need to go in an hour. So I've got an hour to make this, friends. I think we're gonna end up with 2 chocolate. What is brilliant, because I think the chocolate cinnamon is gonna be my favorite. Smells divine. You can smell the orange zest and the cinnamon. Right, let's start rolling out our dough. I'm gonna put a bit more oil in here as well. Let's use this all up now. So all our fillings now cooled down completely and we are ready to roll the dough out. We are aiming to a rectangular shape, friends, to fill these rolls. So I try my best. We're aiming to about a centimeter. Need to be quite a thin layer of dough, like that. I've got this ready as well to poke it before we're going to put it to the oven, but before that we're gonna let it rise a little bit, about an hour. I think we're good. Ready to fill. I'm just gonna use my hands, just gonna go for it, right? And we're gonna push it down. We know now we've got the right amount of filling, so we're just gonna go for it. And just push it out. Not quite until the end, but close to the end. I'm gonna wash my hands before we're gonna start rolling. But, yeah. And just push it down like this. That's what I'm gonna do. Perfect. The reason we're not going right to the end, because you don't want the filling to escape while in the oven. Okay, I think we're good. I'm just gonna wash my hands, friends. And back in a minute. I'm back. So what we're gonna do now, we're going to fold the two shorter end onto the filling and push it down. I'm gonna push it down because this will bubble up while it's baking. And we don't want that to happen. Just like that. And gently we're gonna roll. These are gonna be little cute rolls. Okay? So, like this. And we just roll it. And we're gonna end just like that. That's how we would like to put it on our baking tray, that the last bit is on the bottom. Perfect, friends. The first is done. Okay, I've rolled up the second one and we're going to fill this one with the walnut filling. Just had a little try, tastes divine. And this walnut is from my parents' property, so it's extra special. Try to evenly, let's try my knife. That would be better with this. Not sure. It's too big, I think, this. I think I'm gonna stick to the fork. Just like this. And we can start folding back up. So again, fold the two sides, shorter sides, push it down. Same the other side. Like this, and then we're gonna roll. Just like that. And our second is done as well. And that can go on the tray. Okay, next one. Chocolate. Ooh, and you never guess what I've done with the last one. Of course I mixed everything together. Chocolate walnut poppy seed roll. Okay. Let's do the chocolate one. I am now ready to fill the chocolate one. It's not easy to spread this on it. I might just stick to my hand. Just push it down like this. It's like playing with Play-Doh. Well, tomorrow I have planned a very exciting day for my godchildren. We are taking them to having a Polar Express experience. And we're gonna go for a nice meal out. And so it's 22nd today. That's what I've planned for the 23rd. 24th, it's our Christmas Eve, it's our main Christmas. So we're going to cook together. And then obviously Christmas Day, we're making a turkey. And then Boxing Day. And the next 3 days I have planned some nice days as well for us. This is perfect, friends. And just one more to go. And this one, it's gonna be in the mix. If nobody likes it, I will eat it. And this can freeze really good as well, to be honest. I've already put a few in a freezer last year, and when I took it out, honestly, I just put it in a, if you use a microwave, just put it in a microwave for a bit, or in the oven, just to heat it up, and it's delicious. And I only got one more thing to do. I've got egg, I've separated the egg white and egg yolk, and we're just going to put the egg yolk on it, put it to the fridge to dry, do it again, back to the fridge, and the last time we do the egg whites, and then can go to preheated oven for about 30 minutes in my Aga. Okay, let's do this in the mix roll. Give him a little good mix. God knows what it's gonna taste like. I think it's gonna be delicious, to be honest. And I just spread it evenly as we did with the last three. Roll it back up, and I'll bring you back with the next step, friends. Okay, so our 4 rolls are ready for the next step, where I'm going to put some egg yolk on all over it. And what I'm going to do after, I'm going to put it to the fridge. We really want this egg yolk to dry, so when about 20 minutes we're gonna check it, I'll touch it, and if it's not gonna be sticky, it's gonna be dry, then we're gonna do it again. So we get another egg yolk, and then we are going to do exactly the same what I'm doing now, and make sure we do it all over the place. And then we're going to put it back to the fridge, and for the 3rd time we're going to the next layer, that's gonna be egg white. And after that, we're not going to put it back to the fridge, we'll leave it on the kitchen counter. Mine is nice and warm in here by the Aga. And then we're going to leave it for another half an hour before we're going to bake this, friends. This is gonna be delicious. I'm not going to show you the rest and the next lot, but I'll come back with the egg white. Hi, babe! While I'm waiting on that rolls in the fridge, I've got about 15-20 minutes, we're gonna have dinner. So what I have done for my family, we're gonna have it now. We I've made creamy mashed potato, rice and fried chicken for them. I might pop to the pantry to get some quince to go with it. So that's what we're going to have. This is for both of us because I haven't got a microwave, so I'm going to put this is oven-proof plate, to heat this up in the oven for 5-10 minutes. And this can go back to the fridge. And I'm just gonna pop to the pantry to get some quince. And then I'll do the next layer on the rolls with the egg yolk, and then a third one I'll bring you back with the egg white, and then about 200 degrees Celsius. I never know with my agar. I'm going to bake this for about 30 to 35 minutes. See how it goes, friends. I'm going to serve this with our quince, what we've just done. In the summer, we picked from our old property the quince, and I made a compote. It's delicious and it goes really well with this meal. Okay, we only got one more thing to do. Now this is dry, it's not sticky. We're going to just give a layer of this egg white. Not too much, just a nice couple of strokes. And we're going to leave this now on the kitchen counter or on an island here for a good half an hour to rise before we're going to bake this. I'm just gonna grab the other one and do exactly the same. It looks so cool. Merry Christmas. I just absolutely love the Christmas lights. The rolls are ready. Let me show you closer. So it turned out really, really nice. I love the colors on them. A little bit, we've got split here and there, but I am very happy with it. So I'm just gonna wait until this completely gonna cool down, and I'm just going to wrap it in cling film and put it in the fridge. And this is gonna go on the Christmas table. Well, thank you so much for spending time with me today in a go ahead cooking. I'll hope you all have a wonderful Christmas and see you very soon. Bye, friends.